Jonah Ballow here for KnicksNow.com. It is JT's house, the new name of your show.
I hear you, brother. We should have some sponsors soon.
They're coming on the way. We're working on it. I think they love what you're doing, and they're questioning my role in this.
Oh, no, you're good. You guys have been great.
Okay, JT, let's talk about something. I want, as much as you can, explain to fans what goes on in a film session. What do you guys look at before, after games, and kind of give the fans an insight into what you guys are looking for?
I mean, pretty much, standard for, every game that we have. Like, for instance, after last night with the Nets, whoever's scout it was, that scout goes home and breaks down the film. And as soon as the game ends, within about 10 or 15 minutes, our video department has all the things on all the coaches' computers. So we have everything, every play that they run, every possible scenario you can have broken down, which saves you a lot of time. So that's good. Then that coach will put together 25, 35 clips, some good, some bad. If we lose, it's unfortunately mostly, stuff that we need to work on. And we show that the next morning. First the coaches come in and Woody takes a look at it with everybody when we meet. After we go through that and whatever he agrees, he might want to add some or delete some. We will show that to the team when they come in to get ready for the next game. So for instance, this morning we get done showing, the net stuff last night. And then whoever the next coach who has the next game, which was Philly, presents some of the things that we want to start showing, and we go through that whole scenario. So that's kind of how it goes.
Is there a tough balance in terms of showing players maybe too much or too little, and you don't want to maybe fill their heads with, okay, this is what we did bad, or maybe too good, not look at those things that you made mistakes on?
No, I mean, they have to be, held accountable. And, they do a lot of film work. Our video department sends them all kinds of stuff throughout the day, every day. After every game, they can take a look at all of their makes or all their misses or all their minutes. Or if they want to take a look at something else, our people can send that to them on their laptops. And, then the coaching staff goes through, like I said, the daily stuff. And then, individual coaches might want to show a guy 4, 5, 6, 7 clips, before the next night or that day at practice. So every day they're getting kind of bombarded with film work of good and bad, the things that we need to go over.
All right, good stuff. Now, we heard some of the comments from the players in the locker room talking about schemes, adjustments need to be made. At this point, with games coming so fast, what can you do in the short term to sort of correct some of the mistakes that have been made?
You're always trying to tweak things. Guarding the high pick and roll has been a problem for 30 teams. Everybody struggles guarding the high pick and roll. That's why everybody runs it. There's certain things that you can do, and you tweak from game to game. If they have some suggestions, there's nothing wrong with listening to your guys. I mean, they're the ones out there on the floor. Woody's been open to suggestions, and if some of the things that they feel can work, better than maybe what we've been doing, we try to do that in the course of the season. We're constantly making changes, trying to find things to work. Our biggest thing is, but no matter what you do, and they know this, you got to play hard every night. You can't take possessions off. Every possession we try to get them to treat it as it's their last.
All right, looking at this Sixers team, you guys took care of them in Philly, a part of that nice winning streak. How do you get back to the winning ways and maybe looking at what they're going to come in and try to accomplish in this game tomorrow night?
Well, we need to get back on, we talked about this morning, how did we how were we successful on the Texas swing? It was 2 out of 3 against some good opponents, and then we won maybe 6 out of 7. We stubbed our toe a little bit in Charlotte, and then we go on a downslide. So we have to get another win streak going. It's going to have to start tomorrow. There's a lot of things they're going to do with Haas. He took 7 threes we saw the other night, so that's poses another problem for you in the high pick and roll. The kid Carter's playing great at 30 points, I think, yesterday. Good rookie. I coached his father, Division III, which was kind of cool. We might have talked about that before. I haven't had a chance to talk to that kid. I'm looking forward to talking to him. Hopefully I can smack him around so he can't get 30 points. But we're looking forward to every game. Every next game's your biggest game. And we need to start another win streak tomorrow.
It's interesting, the old phrase that styles makes fights. And you look at the Philly team who likes to get up and down. You guys really did a great job against them, holding MCW pretty much in check throughout that contest. What gives you guys trouble in terms of pace? A team that maybe runs fast or slow, where do you guys think you favor on in terms of that?
So now the kid's going by initials. He's like JT. Well, let's see what's going on. Pace is always an issue. No matter who we're playing offensively and defensively, we'd like to push the ball at the pace that they're pushing it. What we'll probably try to do is try to slow down their pace a little bit. See if we can control the tempo a little bit more, take them out of their rhythm, not give up so many fast break points. Try to, if they get too many fast break points, obviously they're going to be scoring too many points in the paint. That's always been a bone of contention of us, stopping the paint, not fouling so much.
All right, adjustments that you guys continue to make. Pablo in the lineup now, but you have Kmart and Amari out of the lineup. So how do you guys continue to adjust and counter that?
Well, having Pablo back yesterday and Boston going small with Pierce at 4, we made a change in our starting lineup and took Andrea out and inserted Pablo. We might go back. That hasn't been decided yet. We could go back to a bigger lineup and get Andrea back in there. But to your question, it's ongoing. Every team goes through this in every sport. It's injuries is something you have to deal with. We don't want to make excuses. We're all tired of hearing the excuses. It's all hands on deck. Whoever you have has to step up and play.
Every time we step into JT's house, we find out something new. Obviously, a friend of the family with Michael Carter-Williams, MCW, and we found out that you wear a cowboy hat on the road. So JT's house is always interesting.
We'll see what happens on the next game.
There you go. Keep it locked in here on KnicksNow.com.